And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Big 12, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Offense set on first down. On the run, it's Everett. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now they'll run it to the right here. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
They are in attack mode already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. He's looking to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Conrad. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Washington.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And the try is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It's now 2nd down.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw. It's Royer. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Royer. Grabs it in the middle. Touchdown, Tigers! What a grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
The AT unit on the field. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 7 over Florida State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
The short hands, it's Hainsworth. Touchdown, Huskies! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Washington 7, LSU 6.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dropping back, it's Royer. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker at Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys could go sideline to sideline, but they could also blitz. This guy can do it all.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field. He unleashes a long one. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Makes the pass. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gonna run it. It's Everett. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Here's the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Holds and fires complete to the right. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, what happens is that DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, a great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Back to throw, it's Royer. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Wide out in motion. They want to just keep throwing it. Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. When I run that post route, QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're just about ready to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on. And
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab enough for the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Huskies are marching down the field. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first production.
To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll throw one to his right. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
To throw, it's Royer. This time he's got his man. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Washington.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Quarterback will audible. And back to the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 1st and 10 from the 38. He wants to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Royer. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. With the catch, it's quick. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side, 51 yards out. That is no good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Ripping through the defense. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of goal number 1.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Washington.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He now has 108 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll keep it on the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Power football with the run. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. And he'll just get rid of that one. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
They're going to throw it on third and goal. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
First down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. At the 20, he's got space. Oh, look out! He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. Dropping back, it's Royer. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They'll tell you this, somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away.
Number 12, on to kick it away.
He's got it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
He wants to throw here on second down. Makes the grab. It's Conrad. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. And good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Washington 14, LSU 13.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's back to throw on second down. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. Well, wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Fires to the tight end. And the catch was one thing and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll throw it on first down. Working that left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a crease. It's Everett. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The lone back's got it. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, he was trying to get his feet down. You saw a little toe tap action there, but ultimately it ends up being an incompletion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. Going to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock with the run on 1st and goal. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
LSU, 13.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Looking to throw, it's Royer. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around it. Just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Huskies! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
LSU, 13.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Back to throw, it's Royer. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's picked off for the third time today. Bringing it back. The 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Huskies. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next